Bryce Hopkins in the house. Bryce, what's happening, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing very well. How's the fit here at St. John's? It's been a couple of months now. How you feeling?
I feel really good. I think we're fitting in really well. We lost some tough games towards the beginning of the season, but I feel like it prepared us to where we're at right now. I feel like we're playing some really good basketball and we're heading in the right direction.
There's no question. You guys are on a great roll. I want to talk about a few things. Let's start with you personally here. Great player at Providence. Let's get to your individual journey a little bit, then we'll talk about more about the team. Great player at Providence, devastating injury. You know, I've talked about this for years. It takes a while for an athlete to learn to trust his body again. Are you fully at that point where you know you could cut on a dime and do what you always did without fear?
For sure. I do feel like I'm in a great spot right now. I feel like I don't think about my knee at all anymore. As I was getting closer to coming back when it first happened, I definitely was thinking about it a little bit more, being more cautious in my movement and stuff like that, and my cuts. But right now I'm playing free and, I'm not thinking about it.
It shows, too. I remember saying this a few times during the games with Mink doing the broadcast on the radio, where it's one thing, number one, you're playing for a new coach, and we'll get to Rick in a minute. You're learning to trust your body. And, oh, yeah, by the way, one of the guys who's in the front court with you is one of the best players in the country. Did it take a while for you and Zuby to get real chemistry where you almost weren't in each other's way and you could be you and he can be him? That take a minute?
I think it was more adjusting to Coach Pitino's playing style and what he wants and expects from us. But I don't think, as far as being on the court with Zuby, it was that hard playing with him. I mean, just how hard he plays and how he opens up the floor. How he's so physical and ducking in on other opponents. It's easy to play with somebody like that.
Let me ask you this: what was your opinion of St. John's while you were Providence compared to now being immersed in the St. John's culture every day?
For sure. We were always looking forward to them on our schedule. We always knew that they played hard, they attacked the glass, and they applied a lot of pressure on the defensive end. Going through my process and, finding another school, I wanted to be somewhere where I was playing for a great coach, someone who's going to push me to be better, and someone who's going to allow me to be myself, but also, let me know what I need to work on or what areas I need to be better on. I feel like this is a great fit for me. Coach Pitino, playing for him just means a lot to me for sure.
Well, he's a legend, I would imagine, there's no doubt. So what is it like, though, to get used to, number one, how he expects you to play in terms of knowing where he wants you to be, but also that physical commitment? It's next level with Rick. He's not messing around.
For sure. I think it all started in the summer. When we first got here, I think our first thing that we did as a team was a conditioning practice or conditioning workout. From there, I already knew what type of time it was going to be on when I came here. I heard about all the conditioning stuff that we do and how physical it takes a toll on your body and stuff like that. But I feel like it went back to being somewhere where I want to be pushed and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Even early, any thoughts like, man, I may come to the wrong school. This is tough. You ever think that when your tongue's hanging on the floor or no?
Nah, I mean, obviously, it's going to be tough, but, I want to be somewhere my last year I was going to be pushing, left it all out there. I wanted to be somewhere where it was a winning culture and everybody was about the right things and stuff like that. And I feel like those workouts in the summer really is showing up now in our season. People are in great shape and, we look to just keep on building from there.
I think that's one of the reasons why you guys have been able to come back against Seton Hall, against Xavier. You guys are down X amount of points, but as you guys still have your win and your conditioning, they're kind of dragging, and that's when you guys pounce and make a move, right?
100%.
But you can't rely on that. Like, that's why some of the other games after those comebacks to get some early separation, I think it's good. Like, I guess you guys have played every type of game. You've lost probably a game or two you shouldn't have. You probably won a game or two that you shouldn't have. Like, I don't think there'll be any surprises the rest of the season. You agree with that?
For sure. I feel like it all comes down to preparation and how well we prepare and how well we, stick to the attention to details and stuff like that on the game plan.
If you really think about the game that I think that served as the impetus to this run for you guys are on a great roll here. Keep it going. It's the Providence game. What's it like playing against Providence? It's got to be tough.
No, it is. There's a lot of emotions for sure. Losing to him, definitely, I didn't like that at all. But, we have another shot at it coming up, I think, next week, and, we're just looking forward to it. But, we just got to prepare at a high level. They came in, and we let a game slip away. So we're going to have to, just go out and, be ourselves. I think we are playing a lot better basketball right now than we were when we played that game. So, just looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons why you guys have gone on this run is because Rick messed around with the rotation. So now the front court's not just you and Zuby. It's Dylan Mitchell, who could play anywhere on the court. Doesn't shoot, but there's everything else that needs to be done. He's done. So what has he brought to the front court, to the team. Minutes going up, a lot of wins coming.
100%. He, playing with Dylan is very easy. His IQ level, playmaking for his teammates, how hard he plays, his athleticism sticks out tremendously. It's just very easy to play with a player like that who, gets his teammates the ball in the right spots and, just how hard he plays.
Here's one thing that I find interesting, man. Like in the NIL era, you guys deserve to get paid. You are. It is what it is. It's pro. Rick says that basically, and he's right. So with that, though, a lot of you guys are chasing NBA money, future lucrative professional basketball earnings. And to put some of those individual agendas, for lack of a better word, on the side for the team is not easy to do because guys trying to get theirs at the end of the day. But it seems to work for this team. It seems like the ego's checked at the door.
For sure. I feel like Coach Pitino, that all comes down to him, putting a nip in the bud to that at the beginning of the season. Guys came here to be a part of a winning culture and to win at the highest level. And I feel like we know, having some older guys on the team, we know that the more we win, the more eyes are going to look at us, and that's going to help us, in the long run, trying to achieve our dreams of going to the NBA.
What's it like for you hearing your name, at forward, just get out at the Garden when it's popping? What is that like? Man, that's got to be phenomenal.
It's amazing. It's one of the best feelings in the world, just the historic, stuff that playing for, in front of the crowd at, MSG, how historic it is to play there and all the great players that played there. Just to hear your name over the intercom, coming out, it's an adrenaline rush and, it's a great feeling for sure.
Do you think that this team can match the expectations the fans have?
I think so, for sure. I think it's all a matter of us, just sticking to the game plans that Coach Pitino has given us. And I feel like, just not thinking outside the box and, listening to the outside noise. I feel like we just got to stay in our room, just look upon one another and, just keep playing hard.
This is going to be an odd question, maybe better for Coach, but I'm going to ask you anyway. I know you can handle it. Who do you think is key to the team? Meaning, like, when they play well, everything kind of works. Is it Darling? Is it Shannon? Who is it?
I think it's Dylan Darling for sure. I feel like, the minutes he provides off the bench, he comes in with the spark.
He does. He's a dog, man.
No, for sure. Just his pressure, playing on the defensive end and, his IQ level as well. Actually, the Xavier game that we played on the road, he was a big key to that win. Coming in off the bench, with his intensity on the defensive end, and, he made some key shots for us down the stretch.
Even the Seton Hall game when he had that steal late, got to drive. Is he like that in practice all the time? Like he's that guy.
He's a dog.
He is, huh? Sure. Speaking of the Garden, I remember seeing a couple of weeks ago, like, you were up on the Jumbotron and you were talking about how you like to play golf. Yeah. What are we shooting there? You're not in the 80s, are you? No. So you're just messing around?
Just messing around. This is my first summer, this past summer, playing with my dad. I actually got a new set of ping golf clubs.
He's got ping. He's got good ones there.
For sure. So I'm going to start playing a lot more coming up, for sure.
Now, not that I should give golf advice to anybody, but if I would, start from the green backwards, because that's where you're going to make the scores, man. If you could chip, if you could putt, get down to two. Sure. But when you catch one, you must destroy a golf ball with your size and your strength.
I got a little bit of power.
We get 3 bills when you hit one on the screws?
Sure. Yeah.
Look at that, 3 bills.
Yeah,
all right, well, hey, listen, you're not here to play golf. That's, when you make the NBA and after the season, all that stuff. But, early on, I think, a lot of St. John's, when you signed, they're like, this kid's a beast. It's phenomenal. And then admittedly, I think it took you a little while to get going. I think now we see the full toolbox, what you mean to the team. So keep it going. Stay healthy. Good to have you here.
Appreciate it.
Let's get on this run, man. Let's keep it rolling, brother.
Thank you.
There you go. All right, Bryce Hopkins, we get a quick timeout. The Red Storm Report rolls on next right here on MSG.